Hey, what today when we're doing this story hours, rain outside.
It is raining.
Thunder booming too.
Mm-hmm.
Just everything. Just rain everywhere. There, I know a song about thunder. It says, Mr. Thunder, you can't scare me. I'm as brave as I can be. So crash and bang and growl and roar. I'll just get up and slam the door.
And in a minute, if it really booms,
hears
we
it,
might jump.
we might have to get up and slam the door, right?
We might.
And let's see, what else? Well, let's do the umbrella. Let's get another umbrella, okay? Oh, it rained on Ed, and it rained on Ned, and it rained on my cousin Arabella. But I didn't get a drop of rain on me because I was under my umbrella. I think that's cute. And let's do windshield wipers. Turn your windshield wipers on. Windshield wipers when it rains, wiping off the window panes. Push your button and make them go real fast. Now make them go slow. Ooh, it's quit raining, turn them off. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Everybody wants to play.
Mm-hmm.
Got rid of that rain.
Got rid of that rain.
Well, we got a story about a dog today. That means we did rid of dog songs, okay?
Okay.
Let's see. Let's do bingo. You ready?
Okay,
That's good.
I'm
You gonna
ready.
do the long kind?
Let's do the long time.
Okay, that's good. Okay, you're gonna do the clapping? Okay.
I can.
Okay, here we go. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, and now instead of saying oh, you're gonna clap. Right?
Okay.
Okay, y'all ready? There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G, 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 and Bingo was his name. Okay, now it's gonna be B-I-N-G. You're not gonna say G. Okay.
Not gonna say G.
Okay. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh boy, now this time it's gonna be I-N and G. It's gonna be three times. All right, yeah, do like Miss Laura, just you get it right. You won't be a rotten egg. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I, 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 and Bingo was his name. There's gonna be a bunch of them. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, B, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, now you're gonna get to star. You get to do the whole thing. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh. And Bingo was his name. Oh, put them all together and give me a bingo. That was good.
It was.
Yeah, let's see. Now I know one more. Let's see. Oh, I know about Rags. You know, I have a dog. His name is Rags. He eats so much his tummy sags.
Uh-oh.
His ears go flip flop and his tail goes wig wag. And when he walks, he goes zigzag. Okay, ready? Here we go. I have a dog, his name is Rags. He eats so much that his tummy sags. His ears go flip-flop and his tail goes wig-wag. And when he walks, he goes zigzag. Now my dog Rags, he loves to play. He rolls around in the mud all day. But my dog Rags will not obey. When I call him, he runs the other way.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. He's a bad dog.
He doesn't want a bath.
But you know, it's a funny thing. A lot of people make a mistake when they're teaching a dog to come. If he doesn't come, they spank him.
Mm-hmm.
See, like the next time he goes running off, you know, he's like, well, I believe I'll go back. They'll give me a spanking. Now is he going to do that? No, that's not a smart thing. So see, if he runs off like that, you want him to come back. You need to give him a treat. See, so like he'll think, if I run back, I'll get a treat. So maybe I better go back.
Maybe so.
Yeah, you have to watch those dogs. So they're pretty tricky. So.
They are.
So you have to give them a treat every time. If you want them to come on and tell them they're a good dog, smart dog, give them a treat. They'll come back every time. Scooter Mouse taught me that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Are
he
you ready?
knows.
Okay, we got to do Gracie today. That's the cutest little story. We just made some pictures, copied out of the book so you can see it a little bit better. and we get home. Isn't this a pretty little house?
That
This is
is
where
a pretty
Gracie
little house.
and the big dog and the cat live. Oh, that you know, that looks like one of those pretty houses down in Magnolia.
Sure
Little town in
does.
Magnolia's got some pretty little houses, big old houses down there.
Mhm.
I love that. I'd love to have a room up in that big old round part.
Oh, I
Wouldn't that be
know.
fun?
That would be fun.
Once upon a time, there was a big old pretty house, and in the house there lived a big dog. This is the big dog, and a cat. The cat obviously sits up on top of the furniture wherever the cat wants to. There was also a goldfish. There's the
Oh,
goldfish.
a goldfish.
And then there was a little dog named Gracie who helped the big dog and the cat and the goldfish take care of the pretty house.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Now then, Gracie liked everything in her house to be well taken care of because she was very much in command of it. And she wanted it to be everything to be very quiet. She didn't want anybody coming to bother anything in the house. So one day, there was a lot of noise and rattling and banging and shouting and yanking and carrying on because Bob, the painter, was coming to paint some rooms in the house. Now see, obviously, Gracie did not like this, you see,
No,
because
too
there
much.
was somebody coming into her house and she usually took care of her house and she wanted it to be quiet and she didn't want anybody to be in there. So she was like, y'all ready? You ready? And so that was not a real pleasant thing for the painters that kind of noise to hear when they were painting and mixing paint and putting up their ladder. And so Gracie barked and told them to get out of the house, but they tricked Gracie. They picked Gracie up and they put her out of the house. That's the funniest picture. Doesn't she look surprised? Look at her cute little fat belly.
She is cute.
She's a cute little dog. Now, here's where the problem started. When Gracie went outside, she trotted around to the front of the house, and there was a fence around the front of it, and the gate was usually closed, but somehow or other the gate had gotten open, and so Gracie just went right out the gate.
Uh-oh.
See, now she never has been outside before because we get out in the street. She might get hit by a car.
Oh.
So she was trotting along, just having a fine time, looking at everything, and all of a sudden the garbage truck came down.
Uh-oh.
Big Ed Sanitation. And I don't know who that is. That somebody works for Big Ed. That must be Big Fred on the back of it. But when he saw Gracie, all he hollered, "Gracie's out! That little dog up there is out. We better catch her." And so they pulled over, Big Ed did, to the side of the street, and they jumped out of the garbage truck and they started chasing Gracie.
Ooh.
And so as soon as someone started chasing Gracie, Gracie began to run as fast as she could.
She took off, huh?
She took off. That's a good phrase, took off. She took off. Now, she ran, and I think this picture is funny because she's running so fast, her back legs are passing her front legs, which means she's running really fast. And she passed right by the hot dog man's stand, Mr. Sam. And when Mr. Sam saw him, he knew Gracie didn't have any business being out. And he hollered, "Gracie's out! Come on, let's go get her." So he took off along with the painters. See? So there were the painters and the hot dog man chasing Gracie.
And the garbage man.
And the garbage man. Now look, see here the people and the painter. Here's the painter. Look at all the people chasing. And the lady next door, she saw that Gracie was running. Everybody that saw her was running after her. Even the mayor was running after her.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the mayor was running after her. And there was a boy
Everybody
on a skateboard, and see, he thought he could catch her on his skateboard. He took off on the skateboard, and the paper boy on the bike was chasing her too. The lady next door, I couldn't name to you all the people that
And
was
there's
chasing.
a lady pushing a baby stroller.
And she's running too, Mercy.
She's running
Look at her,
too.
even I bet the baby like that.
I
That
bet
was
that
fun.
baby did.
I bet so everybody, let's count, see how many. Y'all help us count. Let's see. 1, 2. Well, we count the baby. Let's count the baby. Okay. 1 and the mama. 2 and 3 and 4 and the mayor and the 5 and 6 and 7. There's Big Ed, Big Fred back there. 8, 9. There was a whole lump of people. Here comes the paper boy. There he is. Look at him on his bicycle.
Oh, he thought
And
he
it
could
looks
catch
like
him on the bike.
Yeah, and that looks like a cat or something. I believe there's a cat chasing.
I think it's a cat.
I said, yeah, look at there. and a bird,
a cat and a
and they
bird.
ran right through the fountain in the park. Like Gracie went right through the water. There was a fountain with water in the park.
Oh.
Look at her. Now you talking about, see, she got her little necklace on. It says Gracie, but look at her. Is that a funny picture?
Look,
I
running
think
as hard as she can.
Her back feet are passing her front. She's going so fast. And then all of a sudden, everybody except Gracie began to get tired. And everything began to bother them. The lady next door's feet hurt. The painter's knees hurt. The boy, the delivery boy on the bicycle's wheel came off his bicycle.
Uh-oh, made him fall down.
So he fell down. And the cat just plain got tired of chasing. Cats don't like to run as much as dogs do. And there goes Gracie. There's go Gracie flying off on down the thing. But all of a sudden, see, all of those people had stopped because they all had a problem. And I think probably Big Fred had to go back to Big Ed's sanitation garbage truck so they could go and get through running and picking up the garbage. So anyway, there wasn't anybody chasing Gracie.
Nobody's chasing Gracie.
And all of a sudden, see, Gracie kind of stopped and she thought things were real quiet. And she liked the noise. See, look at her, there she is. And so, look at her. She turned around and looked, and there was nobody chasing her. And you know what she did?
What did she
turned
do?
around, she turned around and just went right back home.
Right back home.
Because nobody was chasing
Oh.
her. And so let me see now, there's a picture of her, all right, now there's where she went. But see, somebody had closed the gate.
Well, that was.
To make it a
I
view.
bet the painter,
I
when he
bet
was
they
going
did.
in
I
and
bet
out.
so. Look, now there's the big dog. Yeah, and here she is, she's back at her house. Look at, there she is back at her. The only thing that didn't chase her was the goldfish. Isn't that a fun story?
That is
I think
a
the
story.
illustrator that did the pictures of that dog was so cute. The little
It
dog. Wouldn't you
is.
love to pick a little old dog up? I do love dogs. Little, especially little bitty cute ones like that.
That is a good story.
That was a good story. I knew you would enjoy it. You reckon the kids are clapping?
I think so. Are y'all clapping?
Yeah, I bet Daniel is. I bet Tim is.
I
I
bet.
bet so. Come on, here we go. Woohoo!
Great job.
That was a good job. Thank you, Miss Laura. That was good. Look, y'all.
Well, thank
I
you.
just now see. Look, I see Gracie looking out the window right there. So look at that. There she is.
There she is. Let me see if I can
Protect-
hold it up and let them see.
Can y'all see teeny tiny head in the window down there? She's looking at her. She's keeping an eye on her house. Well, that's what dogs are supposed to do, is be the guardian, you know, of their house. So when Sally, my golden retriever, was alive, she was very friendly to everybody, and so she was not a guard dog. I always said if the robber came in my house, Sally would meet him at the door and say, "This way, Mr. Robber, scratch me behind my ears and pat me and tell me I'm a good girl, and I'll show you where Miss Mattie keeps all of her money." That's a joke. Isn't it? Okay, see you later, alligators. Bye-bye.
Bye.